Excited to have you guys back. Everybody looks awesome. Thankfully, we got some terrific weather to work with today, so you can be outside. I was inside last week with gloves and a beanie on. I think a couple of you soldiers were outside. You braving the snow, braving the elements. Well done. Welcome to everybody tuning in. Week 3, Juggle Nation. Good to see you guys. Glad to have you back. Just in watching some of you practice, it looks like there's already improvement. So we're still building on those ideas of patience, persistence, and perseverance. You know, it takes time to get the kind of improvement you want to see, but I'm glad that you guys are back here. It shows me you're being persistent. It shows me you're persevering, right? It shows me you're being patient with your development, with your process. So well done. Proud of everybody for showing up. That's the first part of the battle, right? Just getting here. Let's get going. I'm going to get going with a little bit different warm-up style technique thing, okay? It's going to be the back of your hand. So I'll show you this on the concrete, but all I want you to do is bounce the ball and try to catch it and control it and balance it with the back of your hand. This is what I mean. So you're going to bounce it and try to control it with the back of your hand. Bounce it, other hand, try to control it, right? You just hold it up there. Everybody's super used to being able to control it with the inside and the palm of their hand. This is a technique that's totally different. Try to grab it, control it outside of your hand. Might be a little bit funky for some of you. If you can do it on the right, try it on the left. But all it's doing, it's giving you an idea of the kind of technique that you're going to need with your feet, right? You need to be a little bit gentle. You need to be able to adjust, right? You need to be able to move your hand when the ball starts to move, the same way you would do with your feet. It's just showing you the versatility and how agile we have to be, how the juggling helps our coordination, our agility, our balance, our control. And this is a cool little exercise just to get it going. It's also cool because we use our hands every single day, right? We don't always use our feet unless you guys are practicing, which I'm sure you are. But it's just a different surface of the body, just like the feet, right? Good stuff. It's tricky. Maybe try to bounce it and then catch it again. Bounce it and then catch it again. And we're going to get going right into the feet. Cool? Yeah, it's funky, isn't it? It's funky. Okay, let's start with our feet again. And this time I want you to bounce the ball. So we'll start with our hands. I want you to bounce it, and I want you to use the bottom of your foot to bounce the ball back up. We introduced this last week, okay? So you're gonna go right foot, left foot. Just one bounce for now, right? Bounce. It can bounce twice. It doesn't have to bounce once. Bottom of your foot. You just bounce it back up to you. The trick here is to make sure that you're bringing your foot down as the ball is bouncing up. That's going to help give you a little bit more control. So if you need to let it bounce twice, let it bounce twice. There you go, guys. That looks good. That's already better from last week. Nice job. Let it bounce a little, bounce. Good. Bring the bottom of your foot down, the sole of your foot down on top of the ball. Now let's move on. As we get more comfortable, maybe we can do it twice. So I bounce it with my foot, I let it bounce, and then I bounce it with the other foot. You can give it as many bounces in between as you want. If you need to let it bounce 3 times, go ahead. One of the hints now to help you be more successful is try to keep the ball in front of you. So that's all going to be determined by how much force you're bringing your foot down on the ball. You want to keep it in front of you. So sometimes maybe you want it to be a little more gentle. Sometimes maybe you do want to smack it a little bit, but you want to try to keep the ball right in front of you. As you get comfortable with 2, maybe it's 1 bounce with the left, maybe it's 1 bounce with the right, then try to keep it going. Try to keep it bounce, bounce, left, maybe 2 bounces, right. Try to find a little rhythm now. So it's just like juggling, and we're almost doing it upside down, right? We're almost doing it against the ground. Good. Rachel, nice job, Addison. Titia. Yeah, so feel free. There's the Rojas sisters again. Good job, girls. Yep. Nice job, Annika. Really good. Keep it going. Bounce, 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 bounce. Good. Good. So just like our control, when we'd mentioned some of the juggling technique at the beginning, the first couple of weeks, you want this one to be in control as well, right? So if you're bringing your foot way up and you're trying to stomp the ball, there's a better chance that you might lose control of the ball, or you might be losing control of your body. You want to keep it as close to you as possible, number one, but you want to keep the bounces controlled as well. So it's not a huge bounce, and you're also not losing all the air. You want to find a nice middle ground. And again, that's when we talk about tempo. We talk about rhythm. So if you can, think about grabbing it. Let it bounce twice. Bounce, bounce. If you're feeling comfortable, try to go one bounce per. So you're bringing your foot up, and each time the ball bounces, you're controlling it. Bounce, 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 bounce. And you can keep going all day, right? Control it. If you want, you can try a couple with the same foot. You can go 2-2, you can go 3-3. The other tip that might help is instead of bringing your foot and all the weight of your leg down on the ball, maybe you're just flexing your toes a little bit and you're finding a nice little tap. Nice little control with your toes, sole of the foot. Good. Now here's the next challenge. Bounce, juggle twice, let it bounce again, and use the other foot. Right, so you're bouncing the ball. I bounce it, 1, 2, bounce it again. Bounce, 1, 2, keep it in front of me. Bounce, 1, 2, bounce, 1, 2, bounce, 1, 2, bounce, 1, 2. And then you can build. If you feel comfortable with 3, build to 3. Then bounce it. The goal is to keep the ball under control and make sure the ball is doing what you tell it to do. So stay on your toes. Good. Bring your knees up just a little bit if you need to. Bounce, then a couple juggles. Remember to alternate feet when you can. So if I'm bouncing first and I'm batting it down with my right, next time I'm batting it with my left. And I alternate too. I don't want to just juggle with my right foot. Vice versa. I don't want to just juggle with the left foot over and over and over and over. Keep it up. Looks good. Looks good. Good to see everybody back. I know last week was cold. I'm glad to see everybody out and about today outside. Beautiful weather. Okay, next challenge. We're incorporating everything that we've been working on the past couple of weeks. Let's try to bat it down with our foot, 1, 2 with our feet, 1, 2 with our thighs, and then let the ball bounce again and start it over, okay? This is what I mean. Bounce, bounce, 1, 2, 1, 2, let it back down, right? Then I start on the other foot, bounce, 1, 2, 1, 2, let it bounce, then I start it again, bounce, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, bounce. So now we're progressing up the same way that we've done the past couple of weeks. So you're going from the ground, a little bit of bounce, you're using your feet, you're finding that sweet spot that we mentioned, your laces, then you're trying to bring it up to your thighs. Now try the same thing, go bounce from the ground, feet, thighs, back down to the feet, and then bounce from the ground again. And there's a full progression for you. There it is. Good. Bounce from the ground, 2 with the feet, 2 with the thighs, back to the feet, back to the ground. As you feel comfortable, as you build your confidence, let's try 3. Bounce on the ground, 3 juggles with the feet, 3 juggles with the thigh, left, right, left, back to the feet, back to the ground. If you want an extra challenge, try bounce to the ground, one bounce in between. So bounce 1, bounce 2, bounce 3, and then start the process. 3 with the feet, 3 with the quads, 3 back to the feet, 3 back on the ground. Alternate feet, then try 4. Let's not go above 5 though for now. So feel free to go as long as you want. Try to get to 5 if you can. Again, the goal is to alternate. When I was young, I was so left-footed that they called me a peg leg because I only stood on my right foot. They called me a pirate, a peg leg pirate. And I don't want you guys to be called peg leg pirates like I was. So that's why I'm encouraging you to use both feet. Nice, that looks really good. Good stuff. Good job. Kai's out, nice. Good stuff, Serena. That's it, the right family's out, looking good. Nice job, Annika. Ada looks good. Paul, nice. Nico, nice. Okay, let's try to go the other way. Okay, just for fun. So you're gonna bounce on the ground 3 times, and now control your bounce so you go straight to your quads first. Then from the quads, 3 with the quads, bring it back to the feet and then back to the ground. I'll show you. You have to bounce it a little higher. Up to my quads, back to my feet, back to the ground. Right? 1, 2, 3. Up to my quads, feet, back to the ground. That bounce now has got to be controlled. Now you have to tempo. You have to really measure how much you're going to bounce the ball off of the concrete. How much control do you have? Is the ball running away from you when you bounce it? Is the ball running into you when you bounce it? Or are you keeping the ball right in front of you? It's tricky. Good job, Bella. There you go. It's not easy. Good stuff. Good stuff. Toothacher's looking good. Avery looking good. Parker, nice job. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, last bit, just because we're adding on from last week. 3 bounces on the ground, 3 on the feet, 3 on the quads, shoulders, back to the quads, back to the feet. You can just do 1 shoulder for now. That'd be tricky to go 1, 2, 3 on the shoulder. So if you can just get it up to the shoulder and then bring it back to the quads, you're good. So bounce it 3 on the ground, 3 with the feet, 3 up to the quads, 3 with the quads, and then find a shoulder to bounce it off of, bring it back to the quads, bring it back down to the feet, and then bring it back down to the ground to control. Don't forget to alternate. Both feet. Great job using your left foot, Luke. There you go. Good job. Good job. Keep it up, Dia. That looks good. Nice job, Dominic. Good job, Willard Bros. That's it, Hunter. And Series and Ashley. Good job, Chloe. Good work, right? It requires a ton of patience, doesn't it? That's what we're talking about. Persistence, perseverance, and patience. It's not always going to be perfect straight away. So that's why we continue to practice. Proud of everybody for being out here. Good job. Okay, sweet stuff. That's been 15 minutes. Let's everybody take a 1-minute quick water break, especially for those of you who are out in the sun. Don't forget to put sunscreen on either. If you've been out, if you're going to be out all day, or if you're going to be out practicing, make sure you put sunscreen on. Protect your skin. Man, that looks good, everybody. Well done. Okay, let's get it going again. We'll change gears, okay? We've worked on a lot of control, a lot of juggle. Once the ball's in the air, we haven't done that much in terms of how we get the ball up to the air. Okay, so let's try a couple standing tricks, skills, how to get the ball up, right? How to bring the ball up to start controlling it with your feet. The first one is gonna be super easy. We're just gonna start with our foot on top of the ball, roll it back, scoop it under, and start juggling. It's really helpful if you have a hard surface underneath you, because that bounce will give you a little bit of cushion to help you control the ball if you can't right away. The grass might be tougher. So if you're feeling confident, you feel a little more skilled, stay on the grass. If you want a little bit of help, use the concrete. I'll show you what I mean. So we'll start, foot's on top of the ball, roll it back, up, juggle. Okay, foot's on top of the ball. You don't have to scoop right away, okay? You're just gonna roll it back, pick it up, let it bounce if you want, start it, bounce, whatever. Then set it back down. Doesn't always come off, so that's all right. We keep practicing. Roll it back, flick it up underneath, bounce it a few times, and then I'm juggling. Just a little bit of a scoop underneath is gonna help you. Some of the techniques that we talked about last week are flexing our toes just a little bit to scoop underneath and then find the backspin with the ball. The backspin is gonna help keep the ball close to you. So if my toes are pointed, when I bring the ball up, there's a good chance that I will push the ball away, and we want it to stay close. Now, if you can't scoop it up right away, you can use the concrete to start to bounce the ball and then bounce it back to you. Remember, use the the bottom of your foot to bounce it back, bring it towards you, and then you can start your juggle. Okay, so let's try it a couple times. Go for 5. Okay, so scoop it up on left foot, scoop it up on right foot. If you can juggle 5, sweet, do 5 quick juggles and then try the other foot. So you're trying to bring the ball from the ground with your feet and only your feet. Okay, here's the challenge. Just try to use the feet now. Let's not use any hands. If you're gonna bounce it, if you're gonna bring it back, use the bottom of your foot to bounce it and bring it back to you. Nice job, French toast. Nice job, Fuller's looking good. Good stuff, Owen. If you're good at scooping it, rolling it back and scooping it with the right foot, let's try the left foot. Good job. Great job. If it gets away from you, remember, don't get frustrated. It takes practice. It takes persistence. 5 juggles, start it over, doing it again, right? Especially on our non-dominant foot. Sometimes we have to do this 400, 500 times, and then we start to feel it get more comfortable. It's not just 1 or 2 times, and then we're awesome at juggling. You got to put a little bit of time, a little bit of sweat into it. Good job, Chloe. We got 2 Nikos. Good job, both Nikos. Good job, Rachel. Good job, Tana Blaze. Keep it up. Okay, now you have it. Remember, these are recorded, so you can go back and look at it. We'll keep moving forward just to continue to give you more ideas and put some new challenges in front of you. Now that you're rolling it with the right foot, scooping it with the right foot, let's try to do the opposite foot. So I'm gonna start it this time with my right foot on top, but I'm gonna roll it over my left foot. It's still gonna be in front of me. There's nothing super tricky just yet. We're just changing feet to combine the way that we pop it up. Okay, right foot starts. And you pop it up. Then my left foot. And I pop it up. Okay, you're gonna want a little hop, skip, right? Both feet for a second are gonna be off the ground. So you'll grab it with your right, scoop your left foot right underneath it right away. A tiny little hop with both feet. Then once you're comfortable doing it on the right foot, let's try it with the left. Put your left foot on top of it, roll it back, little bit of a hop, a little bit of a skip, so both feet are in the air for a second, and then bring the ball up with the right foot. Good, 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 good. Good job. So once you do get the ball up in the air again, or to start, flex your feet so that your toes are up just a little bit to find the angle. That's where you find the backspin. That's gonna help keep the ball close to you. So our toes are flexed. Instead of being pointed with the laces, you are using the laces, but your toes are angled up just a little bit, right? My toes angled up, not flat. Good. Good stuff, series. Good job, Downing. That's it. Nice job, Cole. Nice job, Nikos. Good job, Jenny M. Both feet. Now let's only go to 5 juggles, okay? So then you're really concentrating on the technique of bringing the ball up in the air. So you only juggle 5 and then put the ball back down. Again, extra credit if we're only using our feet at this point. Everything you're doing now can be just feet. You don't need to use the hands. If the ball starts to bounce a little bit away from you, then use the bottom of your foot, bounce it back to you, and then try again. Stop the ball, put your foot on top of it, try it again, flick it up, and we go. Good practice. This is all great practice. All this control. You guys are using every surface of your feet here. Good technique, good touches. That's it. Both feet. Looks good. Okay, let's keep moving on. We'll get a little bit trickier, okay? A little trickier. Now you're gonna alternate feet. But what you're gonna do is roll the ball from one foot into the instep of the other. Holy smokes. I don't even know if I can still do this, but I'm gonna try. Okay, let's see what foot I start on. I'm gonna start with my right foot. So I'm gonna roll it behind my right ankle, kind of, so to speak, and I'm gonna flick it up with my left foot. Let's see if I can do this. There we go. Got it. So it's almost just like a rollover, just like you would do a normal move. But as you roll it over, leave your plant foot there, the inside of your foot, and pop it up just a little bit. So it's almost a little bit of a hop. I'll do it again. Left foot starts on it, right? Roll it up. I'm still using the concrete to help me, right? Because maybe I can't flick the ball up that high. So as I roll it, I flick. To start, you can take a full step with it if you want. I'm going super slow on this side. I roll, I hop, and I try to bring it up. Holy smokes. I roll, hop, I try to bring it up. It's my kitty cat. Roll it, leave it there, pop it up.
That's super hard, Timmy.
Roll it up there, pop it up. Keep it going. Now, I took a full step to pop it up. If you want, you can split this up or make it quicker by taking a half step. And it's the same sort of half step, half skip, half jump that you did when you rotated your front foot, when you rotated right foot and pulled it in with the left foot when the ball was in front of you. Now all you're doing is the same thing to the side. Oh, man. There we go. So it's one step. Nice. It's tricky. It's not easy. Yep, rolling it back. There you go, Downing. That's it. Keep it up, Nico. Looking good. Dominic. Nice job, Bella. Extra credit if you can get 2 juggles, 3 juggles. There you go, Annika. It takes time. Be patient. Nice job, Barnett. Good job, Boatman. Okay, I'm going straight through to the other one. Straight through, okay? These are funky. Again, these are kind of extra credit. These are just fun things to train on your own. The technique is super cool because you're combining different parts of your feet. You're learning different little hop skips. You're training different muscle groups, different muscle memory. So keep it up. Good job. This is all stuff you can continue to practice. Now let's try it with the bottom of our feet. So we've been using the bottom of our foot, using our toes to control it. Now what I'm gonna do is kind of pop the ball up with the heel of my foot. So I'm gonna start the ball in between both feet. I'm gonna roll it up the side of my shin, and then I'm gonna hit it down with my heel. I'll show you what I mean. Starts in between, right? And I'm gonna roll the ball up, and then I'm gonna flick it down. Up, flick it down, and now it's bouncing. Okay, so I'll do it with the right foot. Roll, flick it up, and then I kick it down with my heel. I roll it up the inside of my shin, and then I use my heel to hit the ball back down using the heel of my foot. Good job. Good job. Keep it up. It's tricky. Yes. Good try, Chloe. That's it. Now, one of the tips that's going to help you is don't leave your foot down. When you bring your heel back down, bring it down and then pop it up. You got to let it go so that it can give the ball time to bounce. Roll it up on the inside of the shin, bounce it up, bring the foot back up, let the ball start bouncing, and then you can start your juggles, right? 3 to 5 juggles. So once you pop it up, leave your foot, get your foot out of there. So I almost move my foot. Once I kick it down, I move my foot out to the side so then the ball can continue to bounce in front of me. Oh, right foot not as strong. Yes, right foot. Right foot, left foot. Okay, last trick. Same idea, you gotta bounce it down, but this time you're gonna bounce it with the top of your foot, your laces. So you're gonna bring your foot upside down and you're gonna roll it up the same way, only you're gonna do it behind your foot. So if I roll it up with my left leg, my right leg stays standing, it's gonna go behind my right leg and I'm gonna hit it down with the laces. This one's super tricky because it's going behind your back, behind your right ankle. Kind of like an L turn for all you players who understand what an L turn is, okay? Watch. Left foot, behind, bounce. I don't even know if I can do this on my right foot. There we go. Once you get it on the right, try it on the left. There it is. Nice. Good stuff. All right, those are sweet tricks. That's not easy, is it? That's tricky. All of those, that's why they call them tricks, right? They're tricky. So make sure you continue to practice them. These are not as important. These are just super fun. And these are great ways to, again, train different surfaces of your feet, different ways to bring the ball up because the juggle's still the focus. Good stuff. That's perfect timing. 15 minutes. Let's get 1 minute. Quick drink of water. Make sure you stay hydrated. I'll see you back in 1 minute. Sweet. Good stuff, guys. We're back. Okay. Same idea with bouncing. We're going back to bounce down the top. Then I'm going to have us juggle moving forward, moving backwards, but I'm also going to introduce this cool idea with our knees. So we're going to bounce the ball the same way we've been bouncing it with our knees. You can bring the ball up however you want. If you still want to use your hands, go ahead. If you want to use one of those cool tricks, go ahead. But I want you to bounce it at least once with the feet and then get comfortable with bouncing it with the knees. Now the knees are going to probably help you understand your technique with your feet a little bit better because you got to stay on top of the ball, which means you have to bring your knee over the ball to get it bounced down to stay in front of you. Watch what I mean. I'll bring the ball up, right? I'm going to bounce it once with my foot, once with my knee, right? Then I keep it bouncing, right? I'll bounce it again. Bounce it down, bounce with the knee. 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 So I'm keeping the ball in front of me, but I'm bringing my knee over it the same way I'm bringing my foot over it. Okay, you try. Now there's a whole set of combinations we can go through. Now you can go bounce down with the right foot, bounce with the left knee. Bounce down with the left foot, bounce with the right knee. You can go 2 bounces with the feet, then 2 bounces with the knees. Going knee to knee is tricky. If you can get 2 with the knees, awesome. Good job, Bradford. Bounce it down. Good job, the Kings. Bounce down with the feet, bounce with the knee. Bounce down with the feet, bounce with the knee. There you go. If you need to start it in your hands because the knee's too tricky, go ahead. Start it in your hands, bounce it down with the knee once, pick it up, catch it, you're good. Nice job, Owen. Good stuff. Good job, Parker. Good job. Addison, way to combine in there. Some juggles. If you want now, add on. So bounce with the foot, bounce with the knee, juggle with the feet, back down to the foot, back down to the knee, juggle with the feet, up to the quads. Let's not go above 5 juggles though, because I still want you trying these new techniques. Bounce down with the feet. Good job, Jamie. Bounce with the knees, bounce it up with the feet again, couple juggles, bounce with a couple juggles with the quads. Good. This is all brand new for some of you, so I really love the effort and dedication you guys are putting in. I know this stuff isn't easy, especially when you're just being introduced to it for the first time. Looks really good. Bounce, bounce, beautiful. That's it. Yep. job, kiddos. Good stuff. Okay, let's move on. We've gone 2 weeks now of juggling. Again, we haven't gone past 5. So on this next exercise, I don't want you to go past 5. It'll be tricky enough as it is, right? You can bring the ball up however you want, bounce it down. But I want you to find some different combination of 1, 2, 3 that allows you to move forward and then allows you to move back. Okay, so now you're juggling while you're moving. It's one thing to be stationary, isn't it? It's one thing to stand still and juggle, which is a great technique, and it's something to always continue practicing. But now we're gonna do it while we're in motion. You're not gonna be running. I just want you to take steps moving forward as you control the ball. Let's start with the ball in our hands just to make it easy. Give it a bounce and then try 3. Watch me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now is moving forward, right? I'm not gonna go past 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I'm alternating my feet. I'm alternating which foot I start with as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you can only get to 3 moving forward, that's okay. Just stay with 3 moving forward. Use your hands to start, but you're moving forward. Once you've used the feet, try to move forward using the quads. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Quad, quad, quad. Left, right, left. If you can get to 5, get to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Moving forward with the feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Moving forward with the quad. If you need to take an extra juggle with the right foot or the left foot, go ahead. This is tricky. Now I'm having you actually move forward. You're moving vertically. It's a lot more difficult than just standing still and juggling, isn't it? Awesome job. Nice. Nice, kiddos. This is where we start to make it a little bit more like a game, because in a game, you're constantly on the move. There's not too many situations in a game where you're gonna stand still and juggle, even though it's really valuable to be able to stand still and juggle and get your technique down. Good job. Now we'll just continue to move forward because we're running out of time fast. Let's go backwards. Now this is where that technique that I was giving you with the little backspin, flex your feet. Okay, bring your toes towards your shins. That's gonna help you. Okay, so let's start on the feet. Go 3 to 5 juggles going backwards now, okay? I'll show you. Backwards, right? If it gets away from you, that's okay. Drop it down, bounce it, and then try to keep going back again. Right, as soon as it gets away, just bounce it again. You can start however you want. You can start with the bounce, and we'll try the backwards with the quads. Not easy. Backwards with the quads. Once you get up to the quads and you try to go backwards, something that'll be really helpful is to lean back just a little bit. Good. If you're good going forward, try to bring it backwards now. 3 to 5 moving forward, 3 to 5. Moving backward. Good job. That's it. It's tricky. Yep. Find that backspin. That's going to help you moving backwards on the feet, and then lean back when you have the ball on the quads. That's going to help you move backwards. Yes, yes, yes. And now we can try the same types of combinations while you're on the move. So as you get more comfortable with it, try 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, etc. There you go, Cole. Moving backwards. Nice job, Downing. Nice job, Megan. Moving backwards. Good job, Yannick. Good job using both feet, kiddos. That's it. You want to make sure you're alternating. You're getting the touches in on that left foot. Practice makes better. It's not always perfect, right? It's going to get better the more and more you practice, so keep it up. Okay, good stuff. Here we go. So last little challenge that I'm going to leave you with as a bit of homework for next week, okay, is you can do this standing still. We'll start it standing still, and then I'm going to challenge you to try to do it moving. But what we're going to do is 1 with the right foot, 1 with the left, 2 with the right, 2 with the left, 3 with the right, 3 with the left, 4 with the right, 4 with the left, 5 with the right, 5 with the left. So you only go up to 5. If you're a lefty, start on the left. If you're a righty, start on the right. It might be easier, okay? But once you're comfortable, make sure you're using both feet, okay? So go 1 on the left, 1 on the right. I'll show you what I mean. I'll do both, okay? 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. I'm a lefty and I started on my right. I already know I can do it on my left. That's your challenge, right? So you go 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. As soon as you've got it, as soon as you're comfortable, try to move, right? Try to move going forward. So maybe I go 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 5. Ta-da! Then extra credit if you can go backwards too. That's a lot. 1, 1, that one's tricky. Getting to 5 is a great accomplishment. You guys can set a goal for yourselves if that's where you want to go. If you're really feeling like you want an extra challenge, try to get to 10 by next week. So 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, all the way to 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. You're still getting touches on both feet. It's a little bit different technique when you dribble with just 1 foot. Juggle with just 1 foot. And all of it's valuable. All of it, all of these touches, all of the time you're spending with the ball, all of this time that you guys are practicing, being persistent, you're persevering. Good job, Volk sisters. Keep it up. Excellent job, Juggle Nation. You guys are looking awesome. You're making me feel really proud. Love to see the turnout. Love to see how many people are practicing, how many of you are being diligent, persistent. You're showing that patience. You're putting in the hard work. Well done. Let's wrap it up for this week, okay? Good job. Great stuff. That was a good 45-minute session. Most of these sessions are 45 minutes. Just so you know, moving forward, you can plan your schedule accordingly, but remember, all of these are recorded. So this will be recorded. We're uploading everything to our YouTube page, which a lot of you have access to already. And you can go see Juggle Nation sessions. You can go see how to train with the ball sessions. You can go do the physical fitness sessions. Goalkeepers, you can go to those goalkeeping sessions. And we might even include a couple more sessions from the staff coming up soon. So stay tuned, okay? You guys can unmute if you want. We'll do the together. Stronger, go green. Really proud of you guys for showing up. I look forward to seeing you guys again next week. Happy Juggle Nation. Keep working hard this week. We'll see you guys next week. 1, 2, 3. Stronger.
you.
Together.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well done.
Thank
Good job.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. Welcome. Good job.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.